Hello everyone! Para sa video na to, pag-uusapan natin kung paano gumamit ng implicit differentiation. When you talk about implicit differentiation, kukuha tayo ng derivative ng certain equation na hindi ganun ka-obvious yung value ng y as a function of x. As this one, we have x squared plus y squared is equal to 36. Kung makikita natin dito sa left side ng equation, meron tayo both x and y. Kaya hindi siya in the form ng y is equal to f of x na pwede natin kuhanan easily ng derivative with respect to x. Kaya with this, kailangan natin kuhanin yung derivative nila separately, dito muna sa left side, tsaka yung right side, tapos tsaka natin kuhanin yung value ng dy over dx. So let us have this example. Kuhanin muna natin yung derivative ng x squared plus y squared. We get the derivative ng buong equation, both left side tsaka ng right side, with respect to x. Getting their derivative kasi yung x squared at y squared ay magkaibang term na pinaghihiwalay ng addition, then we can get their derivative separately. Kaya kukuhanin muna natin yung derivative with respect to x nung first term na x squared, tapos we follow the same operation, this is addition, kuhanin natin yung derivative with respect to x naman nung y squared, and then we follow the same process dito sa right side ng equation, getting the derivative of 36. Eto, wala tayong problema kasi we just apply power rule of differentiation. Na kapag kumukuha tayo ng derivative, say with respect to x ng x raised to n, ibababa lang yung exponent na n, tapos yung exponent sa taas ay babawasan ng isa, so this will become n minus 1. Kaya ang mangyayari kay x squared, ibababa natin siya, so this will become 2, tapos yung exponent na 2 ay babawasan ng isa as per our power rule of differentiation. Ang problema natin, etong pangalawa. Kasi kukuha tayo ng derivative with respect to x ng y squared. For this one, apply lang tayo, gamitin din natin ang power rule. Meron lang isang pagkakaiba. Kasi as we do this, so we have exponent of 2 ibababa, and then we copy y, tapos yung exponent na 2 ay bawasan ng isa. Since we are getting the derivative with respect to x, pero y yung kinukuhanan ng derivative, so we have to multiply this to dy over dx. Kaya magkakaroon tayo nito. Ito yung gagawin natin for the derivative of y squared. Now, lipat tayo sa kabila, we have derivative of 36. Since 36 is just a constant, kapag kumukuha tayo ng derivative of a certain constant, that is just equal to 0. Kaya itong buong part na to will become 0. Now, we simplify our equation. We have 2, tapos 2 minus 1 is just 1, x raised to 1 or simply x, plus 2, tapos y, 2 minus 1 is just 1, y raised to 1 or simply y, and then multiplied to dy over dx. And then yung right side natin, this is equal to 0. Now, we only have to solve for the value ng dy over dx. Ito yung pinagkaiba ng normal na pagkuha ng derivative at implicit differentiation. We have to do extra steps para makuha natin, ma-isolate yung dy over dx sa isang side ng equation. Kaya ang gagawin natin, ililipat muna yung 2x sa kabila. So this will become 2y times dy over dx, and then equal to, from positive 2x, this will become negative 2x. Tapos para makuha lang natin yung dy over dx dito, we have to divide both sides of our equation by 2y. Kasi kapag ginawa natin to, this will become 1. 2y divided by 2y is just 1. Ang matitira sa left side is simply dy over dx. Tapos yung nasa right side, this will become 2 divided by 2 is 1. Kaya ito ay magiging negative 1 times x or simply negative x. And then yung denominator, we have y. Now we have the derivative of our equation. We have negative x over y. Kaya this is the process of doing implicit differentiation. We just apply the basic rules of differentiation. Pero kapag kumukuha tayo ng derivative of y with respect to x, kailangan natin maglagay ng dy over dx. Tapos we have to apply certain methods, algebraic techniques, para makuha natin yung value ng dy over dx na nandito lang siya sa isang side ng equation. Ito lang yung extra work na gagawin natin na pinagkaiba sa basic rules of differentiation. Now that we are done with our first example, let us proceed with our example number 2. We have y squared plus 5y plus 4x squared plus 3x is equal to 5. We follow the same process dahil addition yung operation between them, we get their derivative separately, tapos meron tayong y na kinukuhanan ng derivative with respect to x, kaya magkakaroon tayo ng dy over dx. Kaya ang gagawin natin, applying power rule, ibababa ulit si 2, so you have 2, tapos y, and then yung exponent na 2 ay bawasan ng isa, we have 2 minus 1, and then since kumukuha tayo ng derivative ng y, we multiply dy over dx. And then, plus, ilalabas natin si 5, and then derivative of y, this is just simply 1, so we have 5 times 1, kasi pwede tayong maglagay ng exponent na 1 kay y, tapos pag binaba natin siya, so we have 1 times y, tapos ang matitira sa loob is 1 minus 1 as we apply power rule, so this will become y raised to 0. And y raised to 0 is just equal to 1, kaya this will become 1 times 1, kaya tayo nakarating dito sa 1 dito. Then same as our first term, dahil kumukuha tayo ng derivative of y with respect to x, kailangan natin dito ng dy over dx. Then let us clear this part. Let us proceed with our next term. We have 4x squared. Wala na tayong problema dito kasi kumukuha na tayo ng derivative ng x with respect to x. So we get the derivative, we add 4, tapos applying power rule, ibababa ulit si 2. So you have 4 times 2 times x. Tapos yung exponent na 2 ay bawasan ng isa, you have 2 minus 1 plus 3. And then same analysis dito, dahil kumukuha tayo ng derivative ng x, we can let this be as x raised to 1. Ibababa lang yung exponent, so this will become 3 times 1. Tapos this will become 1 minus 1, x raised to 0, or simply equal to 1. Kaya this will become 3 times 1 times 1. Tapos dito tayo sa right side ng equation, we have 5 here. This is just a constant. Ang derivative ng constant is just equal to 0. Now we were able to apply our basic rules of differentiation para makuha yung derivative ng ating equation. Now, isimplify na lang natin siya. We have 2, tapos y. 2 minus 1 is just 1. So we have y raised to 1 or simply y, and then multiplied to dy over dx. And then we have 5 times 1 is 5 multiplied to dy over dx. Tapos yung nasa kabila, we have 4 times 2 is 8. And then x, 2 minus 1 is just 1, x raised to 1 or simply x, plus 3 times 1 times 1 is just 3 is equal to 0. Ngayon, ang kailangan lang natin ay dy over dx. Kaya ang gagawin natin, yung walang dy over dx, ilipat natin sa kabilang side ng equation. So we will be left with 2y times dy over dx plus 5 times dy over dx. Tapos yung positive 8x will become negative 8x. Yung positive 3 will become negative 3. Then ang kailangan lang natin ay dy over dx. So ifa-factor out natin siya. As we factor out dy over dx, ang matitira na lang sa loob will be yung 2y, tapos same operation, addition, tapos yung 5. After factoring out dy over dx, yung nasa right side is negative 8x minus 3. Para eto na lang yung matira dun sa isang side ng equation, we divide both sides of our equation by 2y plus 5. Kasi kapag ginawa natin to, we can perform division dito sa left side. 2y plus 5, so this is 2y plus 5 pala. Let us just correct this one. So kapag dinivide natin siya, so this will become 1. And then as you multiply 1 to dy over dx, this will just become dy over dx. Na-simplify na natin yung left side. Ang natira na lang ay dy over dx. Tapos yung nasa right side, we have negative 8x minus 3 over 2y plus 5. Now, we were able to solve for the derivative of our given equation. Again, gumamit lang tayo ng basic rules of differentiation on our first steps. Tapos para makuha natin yung dy over dx, naglipat tayo ng ibang terms tapos nag-factor out tayo ng dy over dx para siya na lang yung matira dito sa left side. Now, we have our derivative. This is it for our example number 2. Tuloy tayo sa ating pangatlong example. So, we have here x squared plus 6y plus 5y squared minus 4x is equal to 10. Same as our previous examples, dahil ang operation sa pag-itan nila is either addition or subtraction, pwede natin kuhanin yung derivative nila separately. So, getting their derivative, we have x squared. Ibababa ulit yung exponent, so you have 2. Tapos, we have our x, and then yung exponent bawasan ng isa. So you have 2 times x raised to 2 minus 1. Plus, eto yung medyo may problema tayo kasi we have plus 6xy. Meron tayong products ng x and then y. Kaya ang gagawin natin para makuha natin to, we will be using product rule of differentiation. So how do we do product rule? If we are given with two functions, say u and v, tapos kapag kukuhanin natin yung derivative niya, uv prime, this is equal to, kopyahin yung una, copy the first, times derivative of the second, so we have v prime, plus we copy the second, yung sa pangalawang function natin, tapos i-multiply naman natin siya sa derivative ng una. So, ganito yung gagawin natin kay 6xy. We let yung 6x, eto na lang, yung buo, be our first function u, tapos yung y, we let this be our second function v. Applying this product rule of differentiation, kopyahin muna natin yung una, we copy the first, 6x, tapos kuhanin natin yung derivative ng y with respect to x. Ang derivative ng y is just simply 1, pero dahil kumukuha ka ng derivative ng y with respect to x, this will become dy over dx. Kailangan natin mag-multiply nito. Then we add, yung pangalawa naman ang kokopyahin, we have our y here, tapos i-multiply natin siya dun sa derivative ng una. So we have 6x, kopyahin lang muna natin yung 6, tapos ang derivative ng x is just equal to 1. So we have y times 6 times 1. Kasi yung 1, ito yung derivative ng x. Ito yung first part ng product rule. We copy the first 6x times derivative of the second, plus we copy the second, y, tapos minultiply natin siya dun sa derivative of the first. With this, tapos na tayo kay 6xy, applying product rule, then lipat tayo dun sa susunod na term. So we have plus 5y squared. Kuhanin muna natin si 5, tapos yung y squared, applying power rule of differentiation, ibababa ulit natin yung 2, so you have 5 times 2, tapos yung exponent ng y na 2, bawasan ng isa, so you have y raised to 2 minus 1, and then again, dahil kumukuha ka ng derivative ng y, pero with respect to x tayo, yung multiply dy over dx. And then with this, okay na tayo for this part, talon tayo dito kay negative 4x. Still applying power rule, we have negative 4, tapos ang derivative ng x with respect to x is just equal to 1. So this is 4 times 1, and then equal to, nasa right side na tayo, derivative ng 10, this is just a constant, that is just equal to 0, because the derivative of a constant is just equal to 0. Now, tapos na tayo dun sa process of getting the derivative. Ang kailangan na lang natin gawin, isimplify natin siya, then solve for the value of dy over dx. So, continuing here, so you have 2x raised to 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1 is just 1, x raised to 1 or simply x, kaya ito ay magiging 2x lang, plus 6x times 1 is just 6x times dy over dx. Tapos yung nasa kabila, we have plus 6 times 1 is 6 times y, so that is 6y, plus 5 times 2 is 10, tapos y raised to 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, y raised to 1 or simply y, and then you multiply dy over dx, tapos minus 4 times 1 is 4 is equal to 0. Again, ang kailangan lang natin is dy over dx. Kaya yung walang dy over dx, ilipat natin sa kabila. So we copy, we have 6x dy over dx plus 10y dy over dx. Tapos yung nasa kabila naman natin, we have from positive 2x, this will become negative 2x. Tapos meron pa tayong 6y, this will become minus 6y. And then yung minus 4 will become plus 4. Then solving for dy over dx, kailangan natin siyang i-factor out. Then factoring out dy over dx, ang matitira na lang sa loob, we have 6x and then plus 10. Tapos, dun sa right side, wala pa tayong ginagawa. So, this is still negative 2x minus 6y plus 4. Then, kailangan natin to, kaya tatanggalin yung 6x plus 10. So, we divide both sides of our equation by 6x plus 10. Doing this, dividing by 6x plus 10. Kapag ka nag-divide ng same terms, this will become 1. What will be left? Sa left side, we have dy over dx. So, this is just dy over dx is equal to, we copy the terms, negative 2x minus 6y plus 4 all over 6x plus 10. This is our final answer. Now that we have done with our third example, tuloy tayo sa ating pang-apat at huling example for this lecture video. So we have here, xy squared minus 2x squared y is equal to 4. Kung mapapansin natin, meron tayong products ng xy squared here, meron din tayong products ng negative 2x squared and then y. So gagamit tayo ng product rule of differentiation twice. Again, recall tayo, we let u and v be functions of x and y. Para makakuha tayo ng derivative applying product rule, we copy the first u times derivative of the second v plus we copy the second function times the derivative of the first function u. Ganun yung gagawin natin for our two terms here. Let's start with xy squared. Hayaan natin na tong x ang unang function, tapos yung y squared, this is our second function. Then applying product rule, we copy the first, so we have x times derivative of the second. Y squared, ang derivative niya applying power rule, ibababa lang si 2, so you have 2, tapos yung exponent ni y, bawasan ng isa. So you have 2 minus 1 or simply 1, so we have y here. And then, since kumuha tayo ng derivative ng y with respect to x, we have to multiply this to dy over dx. That is for our first part, copy the first times derivative of the second. Then tuloy tayo sa pangalawang part, we copy the second term, y squared, tapos imumultiply natin siya sa derivative of the first. Ang x natin, kapag kinuha natin yung derivative niya with respect to x, that is simply 1. And then, tapos na tayo dun sa pangalawa. Then we proceed here, the operation is subtraction. Ang kukuhanan natin ng derivative is 2x squared y. Hayaan natin na si 2x squared, yung ating first term na u, tapos eto naman yung y, this is our second term v. Lagay lang tayo ng grouping symbol para hindi tayo malito later on kasi ang nakasubtract ay yung buong derivative ng 2x squared y. With this, pwede na tayong gumamit ulit ng product rule. We copy the first 2x squared, sulat natin siya, 2x squared times derivative of the second y. Ang derivative of y is just simply 1. Pero again, dahil kumukuha tayo ng derivative of y with respect to x, we have to multiply dy over dx. So that is for the first times derivative of the second. Tuloy tayo sa addition. So we add, we copy the second y, tapos imumultiply naman natin siya sa derivative ng first, that is 2x squared. Kaya ang gagawin natin, kuhanin si 2, tapos yung exponent ni x squared na 2 ay ibababa, so this will become 2 times 2, tapos yung exponent na 2 ay bawasan ng isa, this becomes 2 minus 1, or simply x raised to 1, or pwede natin siyang ilagay as simply x. And then, this is equal to, right side, we have 4 here. Since constant lang naman ang 4, ang derivative of a constant is just equal to 0. So we can write down on our right side, this is just equal to 0. Now we only have to simplify our given equation. Tapos na tayo sa pagkuha ng derivative. Kaya ito ay magiging x times 2 times y. Pwede natin itong isulat as 2xy and then multiplied to dy over dx. Tapos lipat tayo, y squared times 1 is simply y squared, and then minus, ang gagawin natin as we multiply, 2x squared times 1 is 2x squared times dy over dx. Pero dahil meron tayong subtraction sa labas, kuhanin natin yung opposite sign, so we have minus 2x squared times dy over dx. Same here, dahil meron tayong subtraction sa labas, so this will become minus, from addition will become subtraction, and then 2 times 2 is 4 times x times y. So we have minus 4 times x times y is equal to 0. Ito yung importance nung paggamit ng grouping symbol sa pagkuha ng derivative ng 2x squared y. So now we can proceed with our simplification process further. Ang kailangan natin ay yung dy over dx. Again, ililipat natin sa kabila yung walang dy over dx. Kaya ang matitira sa left side, we have 2xy and then dy over dx minus, eto naman, 2x squared, and then dy over dx, tapos ililipat sa kabila si y squared, this will become minus y squared, tapos etong subtraction, pag nilipat, this will become addition, plus 4xy. Then solving for dy over dx, factoring it out. So we have dy over dx. Ang matitira sa loob, we have 2xy minus 2x squared. And then yung nasa kabila, this is still minus y squared plus 4xy. Then solving for dy over dx, dividing both sides of the equation by 2xy minus 2x squared. We have 2xy minus 2x squared here. This will become equal to 1 as we divide. Kaya ang matitira na lang dito is we have dy over dx. Sulat natin. So we have dy over dx here. Tapos this is equal to, kopyahin yung nasa right side, minus y squared plus 4xy all over 2xy minus 2x squared. This is now the derivative of our function. With this, na-discuss natin yung proseso kung paano tayo makakakuha ng derivative using implicit differentiation. Medyo mas may trabaho siya kasi hindi agad natin kita yung dy over dx. Kailangan pa natin gumawa ng certain manipulation, pero still, we can apply basic rules of differentiation para makakuha tayo ng derivative nung given equation. With this, I hope that you have learned something. Thank you for watching.